There's a guy walking around asking women, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear?
I feel like men get a really hard time on social media. Women are always saying they're hopeless, they're clueless, they're always mansplaining things, and I am always the first one to jump to the defence and say not all men are the same. Some of them are actually amazing, but in this case, this guy is absolutely clueless. When I seen the video asking if I would rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear, I chose a man because generally speaking I'm not afraid of men, and let's face it, a bear would see me and think, oh my god, that is a tasty snack. This man is questioning women who say they would rather be stuck in the woods with a bear, and he says go and watch some nature documentaries. Well, let me tell you something. Not only do I watch nature documentaries, but I also watch, read and listen to true crime documentaries, books and podcasts. Therefore, I'm qualified to answer his question. He said that the question should actually be, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a bear who wants to hurt you or a man who wants to hurt you? Now that completely changes the story, because if you had to ask me that question, then I would choose a bear. The reason being that once a bear gets a hold of you and it wants to hurt you, it's going to maul you to death. You're going to die pretty fast. Worst case scenario, it's maybe going to bite off your arms and legs. Possibly you're going to be lying there bleeding to death for a few hours. You might possibly, if you're very unlucky, be hobbling about the woods and maybe die after a few days. However, if a man who wants to hurt you gets a hold of you, it's a different story. That opens up an entirely new world of possibilities. I mean, if you watch true crime, you know that there's so many serial killers out there, and the things that they do is absolutely crazy. The thought of being beat up and killed by a man is the least of your worries. That is baseline problems. That is one drop in the ocean compared to the possibilities. There's the obvious possibility of SA. That is bad enough. But imagine he'd done that, tied you up, forced you to have kids, and then when the kids grow up, they SA them as well. And you're probably going to say, you're taking things too far now. But it's not taking it too far. Because, as I mentioned, I watch nature shows and I watch true crime, and I'm sorry, but I would rather be mauled to death by a bear. A man could skin you alive, chop you up piece by piece over the course of months, sacrifice you and your babies in some sort of crazy satanic ritual. These things happen all the time. But people will say, oh, it's conspiracy theorists, these things don't happen. Watch true crime documentaries, read some books, listen to some podcasts. It's facts. As a woman who always sticks up for men and is generally not afraid of men, there's still times in life where I'm walking home and there's maybe one or two guys or even a group of guys and I think, oh, maybe I should walk home a different way. Now, you might have the privilege of being a man and walking past groups of people, and the worst thing you can think in your head is, they're going to mug me and steal my phone, they're going to beat me up, possibly I'm going to get stabbed to death. But as a woman, the worst thing that I can think of would be SA and whatever else happens. And not only that, but in America, if that happens to a woman now, in many states she's not even got a choice if she ends up getting pregnant and she can't even get rid of her baby. Now you're probably thinking, oh, you're taking things too far. But you have to take it too far when it comes to your safety. So the question, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a bear or a man, may be hypothetical, but women have got to think about these things every single day. And just because the guy at the start of the video has never hurt a woman, that doesn't mean to say that it doesn't happen all the time. There's women who are constantly being beat up, captured, forced into human trafficking and God knows what else. So instead of telling women to watch nature shows, maybe he should take the time to watch some true crime documentaries, and then he'd maybe see what the world is really like.